begins the Medina Valley Broadcast Network. 989 or online at securitystbk.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Medina Valley Broadcast Network, and welcome back to Diz Reeves Diamond here at Burbank High School. We are getting ready for Game 3 of a 3-game series. Panthers just went down 8-1 against the Brackenridge Eagles for the second game. Medina Valley wins the first game last night, 8-5. So we're going to get ready to get started here on Game 3, and I have the starting lineups. Finished wolfing down my hot dog and M&M peanuts. Lunch of champions here at the concession stand. Panthers will be visiting team again. Coach Herb has a lineup as follows. Leading off, Bobby Peterson will be playing center field. He'll be followed by the pitcher, Thomas Pardo. So Pardo will be on the mound for the Panthers, batting second. Catching, as always, for the Panthers will be number 10, Whit Joyce. And in the cleanup spot, Aaron Tundry will be playing shortstop. So he'll move from third base over to shortstop. He'll be wearing number 4. Batting fifth is Tanner Garst, playing left field, number 14. Batting sixth is the first baseman, Jake Herb, number 21. Number 6, Manny Ramirez will be playing right field. In the 8th spot is the DH, will be new for this game. Garrett Neighbors will be DHing. He is number 5, and he'll be DHing for number 18, third baseman, Dalton Gutierrez. And the number 9 spot will be Javi Gonzalez. He'll be playing second base, and he'll be wearing number 8. Team, the Brackenridge Eagles, they'll line it up as follows. Leading off, number 19, the center fielder, Josh Arzola. Batting second, number 8, the shortstop, Jesse Valdez. Batting third, number 14, the right fielder, Ricardo Cardenas. Cleanup batting is number 18, the first baseman, Christian Rodriguez. Batting fifth, number 15, the left fielder, Caleb Contreras. Batting sixth, number 11, the second baseman, Hector Kiroga. Now, we'll say Kiroga pitched a hell of a game. We didn't talk about him a whole lot earlier, Jeff, but he pitched a heck of a game. He went the complete 7 innings for the Eagles, so he'll be batting in that spot. He'll be followed by number 17, the new pitcher for the third game, which is Arturo Parra. After the pitcher, will be batting in the 8th spot, number 9, the designated hitter, Marco Zuniga. Marco Zuniga will be batting for the catcher, Ethan Barentes, who will be wearing number 20. And batting number 9 for the Eagles is number 10, the third baseman, Gavin Betez. So that's how the coaches have lined it up. We'll get started here shortly. Panthers will send to the plate Bobby Peterson, Thomas Pardo, and Whit Joyce to the plate to start off the second game. Umpires are walking back on the field. Their 30-minute little break is over. The fans are going to start filing back in here. Again, lots of umbrellas. It is stepped out to go to the concession stand. It is warm out there. There is a slight breeze, a little bit more breeze than it was earlier. The breeze is coming in from right center field and blowing directly towards the third base dugout. They're going to have their pregame coaches meeting at home plate. The Eagles are getting ready to take the field, and the Panthers are ready, got their helmets on and swinging their warm-up bats, getting ready to go for Game 3. So this is Game 3 of bi-district competition. Brackenridge came in here as the first-place seed coming out of District 27 5A. I saw a note earlier that Brackenridge, it's their first 20-win season in school history, and the most wins in school history. So they've actually had a really, really good season. So hats off to Brack for having a great season and taking Game 2 of this series. So they've got a lot of confidence, even after that loss on Friday night, to come in and take Game 2.
Yeah, like we said in the first game, Dwayne, excuse me, like we said in the first game, they were a district champion. I think you said a 15-1 record. I mean, so they know how to win. You know, they know how to win baseball games. And what we saw in the second game, or the first game today, was they're also very athletic.
They are.
Right up the middle. Those two guys up the middle made a lot of plays for Brackenridge in that first game today.
This is the pitcher that started the game last night, so Coach has got him back on the mound. Head coach Bobby Bench has got him back on the mound again for game 2. He's got that weird herky-jerky wind-up, as Jared Lucky stated last night when he called the game last night. Again, we're at Diz Reeves Diamond here at Luther Burbank High School, part of the San Antonio Independent School District. Really, really nice complex here. We're fortunate enough to be in the air conditioning behind a glass wall with a counter and some office chairs. So we're sitting good. The spectators, though, have got the umbrellas out again. Probably 30, 40 umbrellas out. We're huge umbrellas to protect these fans from this hottest day of the year so far. Going to probably hit triple digits. So it's going to be a warm one for this third game. And so you've got warm conditions, very, very humid because this grass has been watered, and they just got finished watering again between games. So humid, hot, middle of the day, the sun blaring down, and you've already got a game under your belt. So I believe that's going to take a toll on both teams coming into this third game.
Absolutely. You're going to see who's conditioned the best. And I've already seen a couple of fans in the training room back here behind us getting ice on their neck to cool them down. So,
yeah, and I talked to one of the coaches or the trainer actually, and that's what they're doing in the dugout for the Panther players. They have ice buckets and they're getting towels wet and they're wrapping it around their necks and stuff. Anything they can do to get them some kind of advantage here. Well, we're getting ready to get started. The Eagles are already taking their warm-up throws, and Bobby Peterson is going to step up to the plate. He's going to dig himself into the right-hander's batter's box, and getting ready to get game 3 on here at Diz Reeves Diamond.
I think a key to this game is going to be for the Panthers to get back in their scoring mode. Scored 8 runs last night and only were able to scratch 1 across in the first game today. So it'll be important for the Panthers to score early.
So Peterson digs in. First pitch is already on the way, and we get the third game started out with a low ball. So Peterson will start out with a 1-0 count. So Arturo Pata will be on the mound. He starts out with a ball to Peterson. Next pitch on the way, swung on by Peterson. It's going to be a ground ball to third base. Third baseman fields it, throws across the diamond, and just gets Peterson in time. Peterson blistering down the line, almost beat that thing out. So ground ball to shortstop for the first out of this third and final game of this bi-district series. That'll bring up to bat our pitcher of record for this third game, Thomas Pardo. Pardo was playing shortstop in the previous game. Bada pitching from the stretch, no windup. Pitch on the way, swung on by Pardo, ground ball to first base, fielded cleanly by the first baseman, jogs over to first base, touches the base, route number 2. So Pardo grounds out to first base, and that'll bring up Whit Joyce, the catcher, the number 3 hitter.
I heard you say their pitcher from the last game was in the infield. Is he at third or second?
He's at second.
He's at second, okay. The second baseman must have gone to third. Is that correct? Or is...
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'll check that out. Joyce steps in. First pitch to Joyce is going to be a ball low.
Good athletic group out there, though.
Yeah, Kiroga is going to go to second base. The shortstop stays the same, Valdez.
Mm-hmm.
And at third is Perez. Next pitch on the way to Joyce is going to be taken for strike 1. Perez was playing second.
That's what I thought, yep.
And Nino was playing third, and I don't see him in the lineup.
Made that good athletic play to end the game.
So 1-1 count with 2 outs to Whit Joyce. Next pitch is on the way. Swung on. Deep fly ball to center field. The center fielder drifting back. It's going to be over his head. It's going to roll up against the wall. Digging for 2 is Joyce, and he'll get there with a stand-up double. So stand-up double for Whit Joyce with 2 outs here. That ball was hit hard over the head of the center fielder. Rolled all the way up against the wall, picked it up, threw it in, but too late for Joyce, who was standing on second, and he'll have a courtesy runner. So Gavin Rips will come in and run for Joyce. He'll be standing on second base with 2 outs, and that'll bring number 4, the shortstop, Aaron Tondry, to the plate. Tondry playing third base in the previous game. moves over to shortstop.
Putting him on.
Yep, moves over to shortstop because Pardo is on the mound now. So they're going to put Tondre on first again. So the scouting report is out on Aaron Tondre. So they're going to intentionally walk him early in this first inning. So the Panthers now with runners at first and second, and that'll bring Tanner Garza, left fielder, up to bat.
You know, and with first base open, it's one of two different things. I mean, you either pitch around him or you just put him on. And Coach Benz chose to just put him on.
So Garza 0 for 3 in the first game. First pitch to him is going to be a strike right down the middle. You know, Tondre had 2 strikeouts and an intentional walk the first game, so he didn't really get to swing the bat hardly at all. Well, he struck out twice.
Yeah, he swung right through fastballs, his 2 strikeouts. That was a balk. What, was it not?
I'm not sure.
It sure did look like that was a balk. He just
rips with a huge lead over at second. Pitcher apparently stepped off to get him back over there. So the pitch on the way to Garza, the curveball hits in the back of the leg for a hit by pitch.
Well, that could backfire on you now.
So now with 2 outs, the Panthers have the bases loaded. And that'll bring to the plate first baseman, number 21, Jake Herb. Jake Herb had a single, a double, and a strikeout in the first game, so he was 2 for 3.
I would almost think he was our Tanya's Travel by Design player of the game for that first game. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. That's our only run.
Yeah, I would think so. So congratulations to Mr. Herb.
Herb digs in with bases loaded and 2 outs. First pitch is swung and missed for strike 1. Herb digs back in. Bada gets his signals from his catcher. Doesn't even check the runner at third. Just comes in with the pitch, and it's going to be low for a ball. So 1-1 to Herb with 2 outs and bases loaded. We are in the top of the first in Game 3 of this bi-district series. 1-1 pitch on the way to Herb. Swung on. Ground ball is going to be foul down third base line. That'll bring the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Herb digs back in. Bada from his stretch. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed again by Herb, and that's going to do it. So Jake Herb strikes out and leaves the bases loaded. So that's how the Panthers will go down the first inning. Leave 3 on and keep the score 0-0 after a half an inning. So we'll take a quick break, come back for the bottom of the first. Panther baseball will continue.
Why buy a used car when you can buy a new car for less at North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer? Get low posted pricing on the 2021 Equinox, posted at $19,999. The 2021 Traverse, posted at $28,999. The 2021 Silverado, posted at $30,999. Or get $17,000 off the all-electric Volt. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Kestrelville, or at npchevy.com.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Welcome back to the North Park Chevrolet sponsored game of Panther baseball here. We are going to the bottom of the first. Panthers leave 3 runners on base, had an opportunity to strike first, unable to get any runs across. So the Eagles will come up to bat, and they'll lead off with the center fielder, number 19, Josh Arzola. Josh Arzola followed by Jesse Valdez, and he'll be followed by Ricardo Cardenas. So Arzola steps in. Thomas Pardo on the mound for the Panthers. Pardo has not pitched since the first round of district play by Eagle Pass. When they played Eagle Pass, he had the win against him. His first pitch is a high fastball, swung on and missed. To the 0-1 to Arzola. Righty. Swung on, lifted up towards third base. Backpedaling is Gutierrez, but called off by Tundry. So Tundry sneaks in behind him to get the little fly ball for out number 1. So a fly at the shortstop for out number 1. Panthers have one down. That'll bring up to bat the shortstop, number 8, Jesse Valdez. Pardo with the first pitch to Valdez is a curveball. Just stays inside for ball 1. Pardo from the windup. The 1-0 pitch is a fastball right down the middle for strike 1. A 1-1 count with 1 out. 1-1 to Valdez. Swung on. Foul straight back. Joyce is going to make a run at it, but it's going to go out of play. That'll bring the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. We're here at the bottom of the first, game 3. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitched by Pardo on the way, swung on and missed. Joyce steps out when the ball hit the ground, throws over to first base to get the out. So a strikeout for the second batter. Panthers off to a good start defensively. And that'll bring to the plate the right field, number 14, Ricardo. Ricardo Cardenas up to bat now. First pitch by Pardo is going to be swung on and lined out to center field. So a base hit with 2 outs. The Eagles get a runner aboard. And that'll bring up to bat number 18, the first baseman, Christian Rodriguez, the cleanup batter for the Eagles. So Rodriguez steps in with 1 aboard. Pardo will go from the stretch now. Cardenas with a modest lead over at first. Pitch on the way. It's going to be just a little low for ball 1. So the 1-0 with 2 outs on the way. Just a little bit outside. So there's going to be 2 balls, no strikes. Rodriguez steps back in. Big right-hander awaiting the 2-0 pitch. Runner is going. The ball is lifted up into the shallow outfield. Tondry backs up into the grass and catches it right at the grass line for out number 3. So a fly out to shortstop is going to do it for the Eagles in the first inning. So we're after 1 complete. We're at 0-0, and we'll come back for inning number 2.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball. We are going to the top of the second. Panthers will bring to the plate Manny Ramirez, Garrett Neighbors, and Javi Gonzalez. Hopefully the Panthers can strike early here and get a lead on the Eagles. Arturo Parra back on the mound again for Brackenridge. Throws his last warm-up throw, and the catcher throws it down to second. And Manny Ramirez will step to the plate. Ramirez, number 6, will be who's been playing right field for the Panthers so far today. Ramirez steps in. Ramirez 0 for 3 the first game. Panthers had a total of 4 hits the first game. First pitch, Ramirez is grounded to the shortstop. Shortstop runs in, fields it on the run. His throw is off. Ramirez is going to allow Ramirez to take the turn around and go to second base. So an errant throw by the shortstop allows Ramirez to get to second base on the error.
And he's been doing so good. He just, made a bad throw there. But more importantly, the right fielder was not backing up the throw, which is a fundamental thing that we all teach. And it allowed him to get to second base on the error.
So the Panthers get the leadoff batter to second base with nobody out, and that'll bring up to bat the designated hitter, number 5, Garrett Neighbors. Neighbors, not a part of the first game, will step up to the plate here with a runner on second and nobody out. Ramirez with a decent lead over at second. Pitcher on the way to Neighbors. Swung on and missed, and the ball gets away from the catcher. I guess that was a little foul tip. So it'll be strike one. It'd be nice to bunt him over.
I was going to say, this may be one of those opportunities to bunt somebody over. But
well, you got somebody in the bottom of the order, and he's your DH, so let's bunt him over to third base with nobody out. So the 0-1 to Neighbors. Bada checks a runner over at second. Pitch on the way. Fastball right down the middle. Strike 2. So Neighbors in a hole, 0-2. Bada back on the mound, calling off his catcher signals. Finally agree upon one, so Neighbors calls timeout and steps out. Neighbors takes a couple of practice swings. Then he works his way back into the batter's box. Bada getting his signals from his catcher. Now he's going to check on the runner over at second. The 0-2 is on the way. It's a curveball swung on by Neighbors, grounded over towards third base. Third base feels it clean and throws over to first for the first out. So Neighbors grounds out to third base, does not allow Ramirez to move from second base. Would have been nice if that ball would have been grounded to the right side over towards the second base side or the first base side to move that runner over, but nothing happened. One away. That'll bring up the number 9 batter, Javi Gonzalez, who's playing second base. So with one out, Ramirez at second base. Gonzalez at the plate. The pitch from Parra. Curveball. Breaks in there. Just inside, though, for ball 1. Just off the inside corner. Oh, he called it a strike. So 0-1 to Gonzalez. Next pitch on the way. It's a one hopper to the plate. That's definitely a ball there. So that'll even things up at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out to Javi Gonzalez.
No breeze out there in the field right now, Dwayne.
No breeze in here either.
No breeze in here either.
Things have heated up even in the press box.
I think they turned off the AC on us on purpose.
So the 1-1 to Gonzalez, who calls timeout. Bada was taking a lot of time on the mound. So Gonzalez calls time, steps out. Now Bada's asking for another ball. So they'll do a ball exchange here. So Bada gets a brand new baseball. And we'll do it all over again at 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out and a runner at second base. One to Gonzalez. Right down the middle for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. What I've noticed, Jeff, is these batters, they take a lot of fastballs down the middle. We need to be swinging the bat.
Almost like they're not looking necessarily.
I think we had 4 hits that first game. These guys need to be swinging. Letting way too many good pitches get past them. Next pitch on the way, swung on. Fouled out to the right side. First baseman giving chase, unable to catch up to it. So the count will stay 1 ball, 2 strikes. Last thing the Panthers want to do is leave another man on the bases here. Ramirez still standing at second base after getting on that error. The 1-2 to Gonzalez. He turns around and throws to second base. He's getting ready to pitch. I was getting ready to call the pitch. He jumps off the mound and throws towards second base.
He got a sign from the shortstop. There was
a pickoff play on.
Yeah, the daylight sign, and it's kind of not well timed out because the runner kind of inched his way back with the shortstop.
So they'll do it all over again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way to Gonzalez. Curveball swung on, fouled down the left side.
Good job of fighting that pitch off. Low curveball.
So the count stays the same. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bada doing some groundwork on the mound there. Doesn't like the hole in front of the rubber. Gets that thing squared away. Leans in to get his signal from his catcher. Checking the runner over at second. The 1-2 on the way. Swung on by Gonzalez, and it's popped straight up in the air. Catcher giving chase to it. Makes the play with no problem. So the little pop-up foul is going to be out number 2 for the Panthers. So with 2 outs, that'll bring the Panthers back to the top of the order with Bobby Peterson. Bobby Peterson grounded out to third base last time up to bat, and he was 1 for 3 in the previous game. So Panthers would really like a base hit right here with Ramirez has been standing on on second base since no one was out. So sitting here with 2 outs now. Peterson digs in. Throw back over to second again. That actually hits Ramirez and bounces off towards the first base side. Second baseman goes over there, picks it up.
Another big opportunity right here for Peterson to, put the Panthers on the board. And we're just in the top of the second inning, but that could be a big run.
Pitch on the way. It's a curveball. Stays inside for a ball.
Good job by Peterson taking that pitch.
Yep.
He couldn't have done anything with it.
No, and he actually was probably hoping that it was going to hit him because he did not move. It was an inside pitch, and he was hoping that ball would graze him. It didn't, but ball 1 anyway, so 1-0 count with 2 outs.
I don't think he wanted that ball to graze him. I think he's the kind of guy that wants to hit.
That ball's inside 2 for ball 2. He actually leaned in a little bit on that one.
Can't do anything with you kind of run into a roadblock right there. If you get to first base, you still got somebody at second, so kind of limited what you can do.
So the 2-0 to Peterson with 2 outs and a runner at second. Pitch on the way. It's going to be in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher, but he keeps it in front of him, and it limits Ramirez to just going back to second base.
Now pitcher calls time, wants to talk to his catcher about it.
Yeah, I think they're calling over. So I don't think the pitcher was expecting that pitch outside. Coach Herbo coming up to talk to Peterson while the catcher and pitcher are talking. He's got a 3-0 count. I don't know if he told him to take on the 3-0 count or to give him the green light. What do you think, Jeff?
I don't know.
I guarantee that's what that conversation was going to be, one or the other. He gave the green light to Joyce last night. So Peterson steps back in with a 3-0 count with 2 outs, a runner at second base. We were in the top of the second inning. 3-0 pitch is on the way. Peterson takes all the way for ball 4, and he earns first base with the base on balls.
So here again now you got 2 runners on base. We ended the first inning with bases loaded, so lots of traffic for the Panthers. You would think that sooner or later they're going to break through.
So that'll bring up the plate the pitcher, Thomas Pardo, who grounded out the first base first time up to bat. So he'll come up to bat with 2 runners on and 2 outs. First pitch on the way to Pardo. High for ball 1. Good take for Pardo there. With Joyce waiting on deck. Bada getting his signals. Pitch on the way, that's going to be low for ball 2. So right away, the couple of balls in a row here, the coach for Brackenridge is going to call time. He's going to walk out to the mound to talk to his pitcher.
Well, you know, he did this in the first game too, and it paid off because the pitcher came right back and threw strikes. So he may just be checking on him because you did say he pitched last night.
Yeah.
Don't know how many pitches he threw. Don't have the official pitch count. But how many innings did he throw? Do you remember?
I think it was only 2.
2 innings, so he could be getting tired with this heat. He threw a lot of pitches in the first.
We're going to leave him out there. Gave the opportunity for the catcher to run to the dugout, too, to get a drink of water. So with both meetings broken up, Pardo will head back to the plate with a 2-0 count with 2 outs, runners at first and second. Bada stares in. Pitch on the way. Taking all the way is Pardo, and that's going to be ball 3. So you would expect another take here on the 3-0 count with runners at first and second. So Bada from the stretch. Pitch on the way, it's going to be a strike right down the middle. He took a lot off that pitch just to get it over the plate. But he threw it right over the plate for strike 1. So a 3-1 now to Pardo. Pardo can still be selective here. Way ahead in the count. Swung on. Little chopper over to third base. Third base is going to field it. Going to try to long throw over to third base. Does not get there in time. So it's going to be an infield base hit for Thomas Pardo, who dove to first base in order to get there safe.
Good hustle by Pardo. Although it's always faster to run through the base than it is to slide there.
It's just human nature to try to get there faster.
Yeah, he was leaning forward and decided to go ahead and dive. And, if anything, it leaves it in doubt because the umpire can't really make a call efficiently then.
Well, with the base hit.
That's going to go down as a single for Pardo, brings up your bopper. So,
well, with the base hit, Panthers got right what they wanted. They got bases loaded with Whit Joyce at the plate. Joyce digs in. Bada leans in, gets his signal. Pitching from the stretch. Pitch is on the way. Swung on. A little half swing by Joyce. And it's fouled straight back for strike one.
If you're Joyce in this situation going into this at-bat, you want to sit on one pitch. I don't think he can blow a fastball by him. If you want to look for a curveball in the zone, a breaking ball up in the zone, you could look for that. But he just should be sitting here looking for one pitch, something he can drive.
The 0-1 to Joyce. Strike two called on the inside corner. Joyce not happy about that call.
Bases loaded in the first, bases loaded in the second. What are the Panthers going to end up with this time?
It's an 0-2 count to Whit Joyce with 2 outs, bases loaded. Bada has him flustered on the first 2 pitches. Pitch on the way. That's going to be low for ball 1. Good take by Joyce there. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases are juiced. Joyce at the plate. Bada leans in for the signal. The 1-2 on the way. Swung on by Joyce. A little pop up towards second base. Shortstop cuts it off. The fly out and out number 3. So the Panthers leave them loaded again. So the Panthers unable to score for the first 2 innings of this game. So after 1.5, our score is 0-0. Panther Baseball return after these messages.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Texas, 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. And you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We are at Ditz Reeves Diamond Field. Panthers are squared away at 0 apiece so far through 1.5. Panthers have 2 innings last 2 innings up to bat. They have left 6 runners on, so 6 runners left on base through 2 at bats.
The good thing is, Dwayne, they're getting them on base.
I was going to say they're getting them on base. They just can't get them across the plate. So Brack will come up to bat here in the bottom of the second. They'll send Caleb Contreras, Hector Kiroga, and Arturo Pardo to the plate. Pardo still on the mound for the Panthers, taking his warm-up pitches. Things definitely heating up here. Number 15, left fielder Caleb Contreras, working his way to the plate. And here we go. We're going to start the bottom of the second. Pitching from the windup is Pardo. First pitch on the way, it pops straight up in the air. Joyce is going to try to give chase to it, but it goes out of play. So an 0-1 on Contreras. Contreras steps back in. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on. Ground right back to the pitcher. Pardo takes a few steps towards first base. Underhand tosses it over to Herb to get the first out of this second inning. So ground out the pitcher for the first out, and that'll bring up to bat number 11, the second baseman, Hector Kiroga. Kiroga had a great game on the mound the second game this series previously. Got the win for the Eagles. First pitch to him is going to be a ball outside and low. So the 1-0 to Kiroga. That ball is going to go low. They should check that swing. There we go. And they do check the swing, and they say, no, he didn't swing. So it's going to be 2-0 on Kiroga. Next pitch on the way. Ground ball over to second base. Oh, and it's booted by Gonzalez. So an easy ground ball to Gonzalez. He was thrown before he fielded the ball, and he's going to allow Kiroga to get on base with the error. So not how you want to start out defensively with an error. So an E4 will bring up the bat number 17, the pitcher, Arturo Parra. Parra steps in with a runner at first and one out. First pitch on the way, swung on. That's going to be a line shot to first base, caught by the right fielder, Manny Ramirez, for out number 2. He tries to double up Kiroga at first, and the throw was just a little bit late. But a good move by Ramirez to get that ball back to first base and try to double up the runner there. So fly out to right field for out number 2, and that'll bring to the plate the designated hitter, number 9, Marco Zuniga. Zuniga steps in with 2 outs, a runner at first. Runner stealing. Throw by Joyce is down just a little bit late. Tomji kind of bobbled the ball a little bit. Allowed Kiroga to steal second base. The pitch was called ball 1. Good solid throw there by Joyce. Zuniga steps back in. Pardo with the pitch. Ground ball over to first base. Fielded nicely by Herb.
Oh, nice
Tosses
play.
back over to the pitcher for out number 3. Worked perfectly.
Yeah, nice play. Pardo getting over there to cover, and Herb with a nice, play because he's tall and rangy like that.
So a 4 at-bat inning for the Eagles, and the Panthers get the 3 outs without allowing a run. So we'll go to the top of the third with our score still 0-0. Panther baseball return after this message.
When you put money in our bank, you started a chain reaction. We made an auto loan. A local car dealer sold a car. A car salesman got a commission. His wife bought groceries. The checker at the supermarket got a paycheck. You made that happen. Thanks. Come home to Castroville State Bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at CastrovilleStateBank.com.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call, 830-985-9115, or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball. We are going to the top of the third inning. We have two complete, a 0-0 game. Panthers have batted twice, and both times have left the bases loaded. So lots of runners left on base. Let's see if this inning they can get a couple of runs across. Panthers will lead off with the shortstop, number 4, Aaron Tondry. Tondry was intentionally walked last time up the bat, as he was in the previous game. Tondry was 0 for 2 in the previous game with 2 strikeouts. 2 strikeouts and 2 intentional walks so far this game. Bada with the first pitch to Tondry. Swing and a miss. Big rip by Tondry, came up with nothing. Tanner Garsh waiting on deck. Jake Herb follows him. Tondry with the 0-1 count. Pitch on the way, and it's going to be inside for ball 1. That'll leave the count at 1-1. Brack fans not happy with that call, but so far the umpires have done a really good job, especially behind the plate. Not much to complain about. The 1-1 count. Pitch on the way to Tondry. It's going to be low. Short hops the plate by about 3 feet. I'll bring the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Tondry digs back in with a 2-1 count. Pitch on the way.
That one hit him.
That one hit him. I think it went off his hand or his chest or just barely grazed him, but it caught the inside of his body somewhere to allow him to get the first base hit by pitch.
Those hit by pitches are sponsored by Hazel Russell State Farm Agent. Hazel offers protection that works as hard as you. Call Hazel and her crew today, 830-931-3441. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Panthers get the leadoff batter on base, hit by pitch. Tondry stands on first base, and that'll bring up to bat the left fielder, Tanner Garst, who was hit by pitch last time off the bat. First pitch of him is an attempted bunt, and he bunts through the ball. And the throw back to first base to try to get Tondry, who had a huge secondary lead, gets back in time, though. But the first pitch is a bunted through strike on Garst. He'll check his signals again. Step back in. Tondry with a big lead over at first. Bada checks on him. Garst squares her on the bunt. Good bunt down the first base line. Feel it by Bada throws over to first base to get the out. They're going to send Tondry all the way to third base. Third base, he slides into third.
Nobody's covering third base.
Nobody was covering third base, so he just kept on running. Good heads-up play by Aaron Tondry to get all the way to third base. And a sacrifice bunt by Tanner Garst moves him all the way over. So with 1 out on the sacrifice, Tondry is standing on third, and that'll bring up the bat the first baseman, our 21, Jake Herb. Herb struck out last time up to bat and had a 2 for 3 first game. So with a runner at 3, Herb digs in. Bada with a pitch to Herb. Swung on and fouled straight back. So the 0-1 with 1 out. Runner at first. Panthers looking to score here in the third. Pitch on the way to Herb is a curveball. They're going to check his swing and say no-go. So that'll be a ball.
Yeah, I was pretty sure he didn't go, but I almost thought that would be called a strike.
Yeah, it could have been.
You know, especially the way Herb kind of offered at it.
So 1-1 to Herb. Swung on and fouled back again. Bring the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Herb has shown that he has problems with the curveball.
Well, he's doing just fine right now. Foul that sucker off until you get a fastball.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at third. Fly ball the outfield would be nice even right now. So the 1-2 pitch on the way to Herb. That's fouled off again.
That was a fastball on the outside half of the plate. He fouled it off. But you're right, because it looks like in the middle and at first base, they're playing deep all the way around. So they're giving up the run.
Herb digs back in with the 1-2 count. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So another strikeout for Herb. So with 2 outs, Manny Ramirez will try to get the run in from third base. He reached first on an error by the shortstop.
Panthers are just lacking in those big hits today with runners in scoring position. They have 1 RBI, and that was from – who was that from in the first game? Was that Herb?
I'm not sure. First pitch, Ramirez is swing and a miss.
Yeah, it was our player of the game, Herb. So as of right now, the Panthers through 2 2/3 have left 7 runners on base, hoping that goes down to 6.
Yep. Ramirez digs back in. The 0-1 count with 2 outs. Tondre's still waiting at third base to be driven in. Pitch on the way, and it's going to be high and inside. Pitch backs out Ramirez. They leave him the count at 1-1. It's a huge at-bat here for Ramirez. So the 1-1 count to Ramirez. Pitch on the way. Swung on. It's a little chopper over to third base. Third baseman feels it. Long throw over to first base. Gets it in time for out number 3. So the Panthers do leave another runner on. Panthers fail to score, and our score stays the same. After 2.5, our score is 0-0. Panther Baseball return after these messages.
Security State Bank, your financial partner since 1925 with one simple goal, to be the best bank possible to the families and businesses of South Texas. Check out Security State Bank's competitive rates and services for local people you know and trust. Serving South Texas with 7 convenient locations, including 1726 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call 830-538-9898 or online at securitystbk.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Call State Farm agent Hazel Russell in Castroville at 830-931-3441.
Welcome back to the North Park Chevrolet broadcast of Panther Baseball. We are going to the bottom of the third, all squared up at 0-0. Eagles will come up to bat, and they'll lead off with Gavin Bettis, followed by the top of the order, Josh Arzola, and he'll be followed by Jesse Valdez. No, not much action going in so far. Panthers have left 7 batters on base so far, though. They're able to get on base. They just need to get them across the plate, need to find a way. So Gavin Perez steps to the plate. He's playing third base for the Eagles. Pardo is still on the mound. First pitch on the way is going to be high for ball 1. Pardo from the windup. Pitch on the way. Low in the dirt. Ball 2. So the 2-0 to Perez. Pitch on the way. It's going to be outside. Bring the count to 3 balls and no strikes. Perez steps back in. More than likely taking on this pitch here. The pitch by Pardo is right down the middle for strike 1. Good comeback pitch by Pardo. So the 3-1 to Gavin Perez. Pitch on the way. Strike 2 on the inside corner. Full count to Gavin Perez. Pardo from the windup. Pitch on the way. Call strike 3. Good pitch by Thomas Pardo on the outside corner. Perez threw the bat to the dugout as if it was ball 4 and getting ready to go to first base and got rung up by the umpire. So 1 out. It's 2 strikeouts so far for Pardo. That'll bring the Eagles back to the top of the order. The center fielder, Josh Arzola, will come up to bat. Arzola flied out to shortstop first time, and he takes ball 1 high. So the 1-0 to Arzola. Pitch on the way. Ball 2. Looked like a good pitch from here, but it may have been just a tad bit low. Again, the umpire has done a decent job behind the plate. Not too much to complain about. So the 2-0 to Arzola. Pitch on the way. Swung on, fly back, so it's fouled straight back for strike 1. Now Zola climbs back into the batter's box. 2-1 count with 1 out. Pitch on the way from Pardo. Swung on and missed. That'll leave the count up at 2-2. Next pitch on the way from Pardo. It's curveball, breaks straight down, just out of the strike zone low.
Really good pitch there.
That'll bring the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out, nobody on. Pardo from the windup. 3-2 count on the way. Ground ball towards shortstop. Backhanded by Tondre. 1 hopped over to first base, and it's going to be an infield hit. Tough play for Tondre. That ball was hit in the hole. Did a good enough job just to field the ball, much less make a good throw. The throw was on line. 1 hop to first base, but Arzola gets on with an infield base hit. That'll bring up the number 2 batter, the shortstop, number 8, Jesse Valdez. Valdez struck out the first time up the bat. He'll be batting here in the bottom of the 3rd with the runner on and 1 out. First pitch is popped straight up in the air. Coming in, the center fielder is Peterson. Peterson catches the ball on the run for out number 2. And retreating is the who was it? Was that a pinch runner?
19?
Yeah, 19. No, Arzola was on first. He retreats back. So with 2 outs, Ricardo Godinez steps up to the plate. Right fielder who base hit first on the bat. Runner stealing second. 1 hop throw over to second base is going to be too late. An easy steal for Arzola. That ball was called a strike on that pitch. So Godinez with an 0-1 count. Runner at second base. Pitch on the way is a curveball that breaks down into the strike zone for strike 2. Another good pitch there by Pardo. So 0 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs to the right fielder. Pitch on the way.
Good pitch. Oh.
Curveball, it just breaks outside, apparently, of the strike zone. Pardo was ready to walk off the field on that pitch.
Pretty good 0-2 pitch right there.
Yeah, it was.
Throw it again.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pardo checked the runner at second, coming home now.
Fastball.
At the knees, a fastball does not get the call. The Panther faithful are letting them have it. So they'll even things up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second.
Yeah, 2 real good pitches, real close pitches. They could have gone either way.
Runner stealing, or attempted to steal third, but he retreated after about halfway on the ball. So that'll bring the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. So full call, count, pitch on the way. Call strike 3 for out number 3. Good pitch by Thomas Pardo to finish the inning.
Yeah, he had 4 pitches that were right around the zone. He did exactly what you're supposed to do in that situation.
So after 3 complete, our score stays the same. Medina Valley 0, Brackenridge 0. Panther Baseball return after these messages.
The Medina Valley Sports Boosters are proud to support the Medina Valley Panthers. The Boosters are always looking for volunteers and new members. The MVP Boosters raise funds to support the MVISD sports and scholarship programs. Get your Panther swag at the football store located next to the concession stand. We have several items on sale. Join, volunteer, or purchase your Panther swag today at mvpboosters.com.
Why buy a used car when you can buy a new car for less at North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer? Get low posted pricing on the 2021 Equinox, posted at $19,999. The 2021 Traverse, posted at $28,999. The 2021 Silverado, posted at $30,999. Or get $17,000 off the all-electric Bolt. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball. We are going to the top of the 4th inning. All snotted up at 0-0. Here's basically a pitching duel here now.
You said all snotted up.
All snotted up. That's exactly right.
Snotted up.
Panthers will send Neighbors, Gonzalez, and Peterson to the plate this inning. Neighbors steps in as a designated hitter. He's batting for the third baseman, Dalton Gutierrez. Neighbors flied out last time up to bat. I'm sorry, he grounded out to third base. Standing in there with Bada still at the mound for the Eagles. First pitch on the way. It's going to be a foul tip for strike 1. I think that ball got a piece of the umpire, so they're checking on him to make sure he's okay. Seems to be fine. Neighbor steps back in with the 0-1 count. Bada leans in, gets his signal. Pitch on the way. Another fly ball lifted out to right field. The right fielder is there to make the grab for out number 1. So Neighbors flies out to right field. And that'll bring up to the plate the second baseman, number 8, Javi Gonzalez. Gonzalez flied out to center field, or flied out to the catcher last time up to bat. So he'll step in there with an 0-1 at bat. Fouls off the first pitch straight back. So he'll start out with an 0-1 count with 1 out.
Wonder what that backdrop looks like, you know, from the pitcher's mound with all the different colored umbrellas behind the home plate.
The 0-1 pitch to Gonzalez is going to be inside for ball 1, even the count at 1-1.
For the first 3 innings, I guess it's not very distracting. 2 hits apiece. No runs scored.
Bada checks for his signal. A 1-1 pitch on the way to Gonzalez. Strike right down the middle. How you don't swing at that, I don't know. Panthers tend to do that. Let a lot of good pitches go by, and they get deep in the count. That ball's lined out to right field. Javi Gonzalez pokes it out to right field for a single. Does a good job hitting the ball opposite way. So Javi Gonzalez with the base hit. Gets a Panther runner on. And that'll bring the Panthers back to the top of the order with Bobby Peterson. Peterson walks over to talk to Coach Herb. Get some kind of strategy going here with 1 out. Peterson doing some field work there in the batter's box, cleaning it up. Now he steps back in, digs in. And Gonzalez at first base, getting a modest lead. Bada stares in for the signal, checks his runner, and pitch on the way. It's going to be just outside for ball 1. So the 1-0 pitch is awaiting Peterson. And now it's on the way. Swung on, grounded to between short and third. That's going to be a base hit for Bobby Peterson. Moves a runner over to second base, so the Panthers have runners at first and second. So back-to-back base hits for the Panthers. Gonzalez standing on second, Peterson standing on first, and they'll bring to the plate the pitcher, Thomas Pardo. Pardo, who had a base hit last time up to bat and grounded out to first base the previous time. So he steps in with 1 out, runners at first and second. Panthers with a good opportunity again here.
So through 3, Panthers have left 7 runners on base. They've had plenty of traffic. They're just waiting for that big hit.
First pitch to Pardo is going to be low for ball 1. Pardo steps back in. Gonzalez with a decent lead over at second. The 1-0 pitch to Pardo. Taken right down the middle for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at first and second. We're in the top of the 4th here. The 1-1 on the way to Pardo. Taken low for ball 2. Bada from the stretch. Pitch on the way. Swung on by Pardo. Hit out to right field. Right fielder moving to his left. Gets under the ball. Catches the fly for out number 2.
Just can't find that opening anywhere around this field right now.
So Pardo with a fly out to right field will bring the catcher up to bat. That's number 10, Whit Joyce, who has doubled and flied out to second base. So he'll be up to the plate here with runners at first and second and 2 outs now. Base hit is huge here. extra bases would be even more huger. Bada with a pitch to Joyce. Swung on. High fly ball. Shortstop backing out. Catches the ball right behind second base for out number 3. So a fly out to the shortstop. And the Panthers leave 1 runner on, 2 runners on now in the third. So after 3.5, we will go to the bottom of the third. Our score is still snotted up at 0-0. Panther baseball return after these messages.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Welcome back to the North Park Chevrolet broadcast of Panther baseball. We are going to the bottom of the fourth, tied at 0 here in Game 3 of this bi-district series. Scored away at 1 game apiece. Panthers will take the field, and the Brackenridge Eagles will come up to bat, and they'll lead off with number 18, their first baseman, Christian Rodriguez, who's flied out to shortstop. Panthers doing a good job getting runners on base. However, they've left 9 runners stranded so far through 4 innings. Pardo still on the mound for the Panthers. First pitch on the way is going to be high for ball 1. Pardo from the windup. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Right down the middle for strike 1. That umpire is not very animated, Jeff.
No, you can't hardly tell.
You can hardly tell when it's a ball strike because he
pumps his fist.
He pumps it in front of his chest. So when you're behind him, you can't tell if he even did it. The 1-1 on the way, it's a curveball that does not break and stays high. So 2-1 on Rodriguez. Pardo with the 2-1 pitch. On the way. Just below the knees for ball 3. I'll run the count to 3 balls and 1 strike to the leadoff batter of this inning, Christian Rodriguez. 3-1 pitch on the way. Swung and fouled off to the right side, and that'll be out of play for strike 2. So Rodriguez now with the full count, steps back in. Pardo gets his signals, pitching from the windup. Pitch on the way. Swung and a miss for a strikeout. Good pitch by Pardo. Left it high. Rodriguez swung right through it. So 1 out. That'll bring the plate number 15, their left fielder, Caleb Contreras. Contreras grounded out to the pitcher last time up to bat. Contreras calls time. Steps out of the box, couple of practice swings. Steps back in. First pitch on the way, curveball getting there for strike 1. Pardo trying to work quickly here. Contreras calls time again and steps out. Took a long time to get through the signals there from the catcher. Pardo now with his signals. Throwing from the windup. Pitch on the way. Swing, and the ball's lined out to right field. Backing up there was Ramirez. Ramirez catches an over-the-shoulder catch for out number 2. Good play by Manny Ramirez in right field.
Yeah, well hit ball.
So 2 up, 2 down so far for the Panthers. That'll bring to the plate number 11, the second baseman, Hector Kiroga. I'm sorry. I keep saying that name wrong. Kiroga up the plate now. 2 outs. Pardo with the pitch. Swung. That's a ground ball to first base. Fielded by Herb. Thrown over to Pardo, who's covering first base to get out number 3. Another good play there between Pardo and Herb to get the out. So ground ball to the first baseman, to the pitcher, to get out number 3. So that'll bring the Panthers back up to the plate, and we'll take a break and come back after these messages.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back to the North Park Chevrolet broadcast of Panther Baseball, Panther Playoff Baseball. We are in the top of the 5th of Game 3 of the Bi-District Series. Panthers coming up to bat with a 0-0 ball game here through 4 innings. Panthers will send to the plate Aaron Tondry, Tanner Garst, and Jake Herb to the plate. So far, Tondry has been intentional walk and hit by a pitch, so really does not have an official at bat. He'll dig in here. And time is called. Not sure why, but I think we're back ready to go now. So Bada with the pitch to Tondry. That's going to be a strike for the first pitch. Call strike 1.
Well, Dwayne, we thought it was 100 degrees out there. It's only 91 degrees.
Oh, what are they complaining about?
Yeah.
Hell, it's 91 in here.
I was going to say, wait a minute. Maybe that's inside.
Yep.
Nope, 92 now it says.
So the 0-1 to Tondry. Pitch on the way. Swung and foul straight back. So Tondry gets in a hole 0-2 early on this at bat. Tondry steps back in after the foul ball. Bada sets himself up, getting the signal from his catcher. Pitching from the stretch as always. Pitch on the way, foul straight back again by Tondry. So we'll do it all over again. Tondry with an 0-2 count. Bunch of new baseballs come in. Tondry fouled 2 of them out of the park here. So Tondry digs back in with an 0-2 count. Bada gets his signal. Pitch on the way. Swung and fouled straight back and out of play again. So a handful of foul balls here by Tondry to stay alive.
That's what good hitters do. Foul them off till you get your pitch. I saw a 13 pitch at bat the other day in a college game.
The 0-2 to Tondry. Curveball swung and missed, and he strikes him out. So 1 out for the Panthers. He had thrown that curveball in the wild, finally threw that ball.
Well, and he missed through it. He threw it high.
Yep, he threw it high. Tondre swung right through it. So Tanner Garst comes walking to the plate, the left fielder for the Panthers, who's hit by a pitch and has sacrificed earlier. He'll step in with 1 out. Bada with a pitch to Garst. Right down the middle for strike 1. Second pitch on the way to Garst. It's going to be inside for ball 2. So Garst trying to work the count here. Count even up at 1-1 with 1 out to Tanner Garst. Bada with the pitch. Curveball that stays high. Garst. Oh! They checked his swing and they say he went.
That wasn't
not
close.
a good call.
I think the umpire down at first base was getting bored.
So that's going to bring the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes on Garst.
I think the bat head was still facing the umpire behind the plate.
Pitch on the way from Bada. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts for Bada.
Well, I wonder how many pitches this kid can throw in this weekend. I wonder if it has to do with the whole weekend as a start. I can't remember.
I don't know
rules.
what a series thing is.
I used to have a printout on my phone.
So 2 strikeouts back-to-back, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Jake Herb, who has 2 strikeouts himself. See if Herb can break the streak right here and get on base. Herb digs in. Bada pitching a decent game so far. First pitch to Herb on the way. A little bit high and outside for ball 1. Bada gets his signal. The 1-0 pitch on the way. That stays high also. Herb will go up to hitter's count here, 2-0 with 2 outs. So the 2-0 count to Herb. Pitch on the way. Foul straight back and out of play. So the count changes to 2 balls, 1 strike. Panthers sitting here with 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. The 2-1 pitch to Herb, swung on and missed, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Lots of swing and misses going on so far today. Ramirez waiting on deck.
AC kicked on, Dwayne.
Yeah, no.
I feel it.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Herb. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Bada strikes out the side in the top of the 5th. Panthers running out of outs. With that, we'll take a break, and we'll come back for the bottom half of inning number 5. Panther Baseball return after these messages.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Texas. 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. And you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball. We are going to the bottom of the fifth. Brackenridge brings up to bat number 17, the pitcher, Arturo Parra, and he steps in for ball one. We lost power for a second here, and we lost our camera feed, so we're going to try to boot that up again for you. We lost the scoreboard, too, out in the outfield. Next pitch on the way is going to be a fly ball, left it out to right field. On the run is Ramirez, and it gets over his glove. Runner's going to be reaching for two, and he'll get there with a stand-up double. So Arturo Parra helps his cause with a double. Ball just hit out of the outstretched arm of Manny Ramirez. So we'll take a quick pause and try to feed things back up again here. Just give us a couple seconds. Thanks. Good play by Pardo. Welcome back. Just took a quick break trying to boot up the camera again. We had a power surge or something to go through the complex here. Scoreboard even got blitzed on that too. In the meantime, the Eagles tried to do a sacrifice bunt, and they bunted up in the air, and Pardo made an excellent play running in off the mound to catch that little pop-up on a diving attempt right in front of the plate. So one out. And that was Marco Zuniga who attempted that sacrifice bunt. So he flied out to the pitcher, and that'll bring up to bat Gavin Perez, the third baseman. First pitch to Perez is going to be a ground ball hit over the shortstop. Shortstop fields the ball, checks the runner, going to third, throws over to first. The ball is in the dirt, and that's going to allow the runner to score. So Herb unable to pick the ball, and the ball gets away from him. And that allows the runner to be safe at first, and it allows the courtesy runner, who was Aiden Garcia, who was running for the pitcher, Parra, who had hit that double, allowed him to score on the pass ball. So here in the bottom of the fifth, the Eagles strike first. And that's going to be an E6, I guess, on the throw. So an unearned run there. There's the scoreboard's back up and going again. So a runner at first, and that'll bring them back to the top of the order, Joss Orzola, who he singled last time with the bat and flied out the shortstop time before. First pitch to him is going to be ball outside for ball one. So the Eagles, with a one out, runner at first, they have a score they have a run that's scored already, and their leadoff hitter at the plate, the center fielder, Joss Orzola again. Next pitch on the way to Orzola is going to be high for ball two. Going to be another quick timeout by Coach Garza to come and probably talk to the whole infield here. So he'll trot out to the mound.
Not a bad timeout here. I mean, you got, runner on first base. You're still out of the inning with a double play ball. You've only given up one run. And with the number of base runners that you've had out there today, one run's not insurmountable. As long, just limit the damage. Limit the damage right now. Throw strikes, get back in the groove.
So Coach Garza trots out the mound, going to talk to his catcher and his pitcher. Kind of settle down Pardo, get him back the way he'd been pitching previously in the game.
We talked about, he may be getting tired. Other guys getting tired.
Yeah, and I'm sure he's checking on him, see how he's feeling. That's going to be the main thing, to see how he's feeling. Umpire's going to trot out to the mound also and get in on the conversation. They're going to break up the little tea party there on the mound. Leave Pardo in the game. And the leadoff batter, Arzola, is going to crawl back into the batter's box with the 2-0 count with 1 out and a runner at first. We are in the bottom of the 5th, and Brackenridge has just scored the first run of the game. Pardo checks the runner at first. Runner stealing. Batter swings at it. It's going to be a little fly ball towards second base. It's going to be a double play. Come up by Gonzalez. Gonzalez throws over to first. Easy double play, and the Panthers get out of the inning. However, they do score run. So our new score now, after 5 complete, Brackenridge Eagles 1, Medina Valley 0. We'll take a break and come back after this message, and we'll be at the 6th inning. Panther Baseball will return.
When you put money in our bank, you started a chain reaction. We made an auto loan. A local car dealer sold a car salesman got a commission. His wife bought groceries. The checker at the supermarket got a paycheck. You made that happen. Thanks. Come home to Castroville State Bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at castrovillestatebank.com.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call, 830-985-9115, or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball. We are going to the top of the 6th. Panthers down to their final 6 outs. They're going to start out with Manny Ramirez leading off the 6th. Ramirez so far has got on base with an error.
Looks like, though, if this is 7, 8, 9, your seniors are going to get a chance to swing the bat again. If not in this inning, in the next inning.
First pitch to Ramirez is low for ball 1.
And these may be seniors, too. Forgive me if they are. I think Garrett Neighbors is a senior. I don't know about Ramirez. I don't know about Gonzalez, but
next pitch on the way is right down the middle. Strike 1 called on Ramirez. Again, Panthers need to be swinging on those perfect pitches down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ramirez. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Chase a high outside fastball. Lets a good pitch go by and swings at a one that probably would have been a ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Ramirez. Pitch from Bada on the way. That's fouled straight back. Bada so far still staying strong through 5 complete innings. So far going the distance for the Eagles. So Ramirez steps back in with 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Bada with the pitch. Swing and foul straight back again. So we'll do it all over again. Manny Ramirez hanging in tough with 2 strikes. So, Jeff, just so you know, the seniors are Bobby Peterson, Thomas Pardo, Jake Herb, Javi Gonzalez, Garrett Neighbors, and Kristen Colon.
So they're all going to get another chance to swing the bat. Maybe Herb also.
So the 1-2 count to Ramirez. Pitch on the way, swung, and the pop straight up. First baseman calling everybody off in foul territory. Comes up with the play, and it's 1 out. He flies out to first base. Panthers down to 5 outs.
Yeah, the first thing you got to start with, Dwayne, is you got to get a base runner. Need a base runner to be able to cut into that one-run lead.
I'll just bring up to the plate the designated hitter, number 5, Garrett Neighbors. Neighbors 0 for 2 so far, ground out at third base and flied out to right field. Bada with the pitch. Swung on and lined out to left field. Base hit for Garrett Neighbors.
There you go. There's one senior that says, if I'm going down fighting.
Big hit by Neighbors to get the Panthers with some hope here.
Might see a pinch runner here. I'm not sure how fleet of foot Neighbors is.
So Javi Gonzalez will step to the plate. He has flied out to center and has hit a single. Bada gets his signals from his catcher. Checks a run over at first. Neighbors with a modest lead over at first. Pitch on the way. It's going to be low for ball 1. So 1-0 to Gonzalez. He's the number 9 batter for the Panthers. Peterson waiting on deck. Pitch on the way, swung on by Gonzalez. Fly ball to center field. Center fielder moving up, catches it, throws in towards second. Neighbors has the hold at first.
Sorry, Dwayne, I talked right when they were pitching, but that was a balk. That pitcher never came set on that pitch right there, and I think that may be what it looks like we're getting a pinch runner right now, but that was more of one of those quick pitches that you used to see all the time until they, made pitchers start pausing. You are going to have a pinch runner over at first base. It looks like Rips.
Yeah, the number 1, Gavin Rips, is going to come in and run for Neighbors. Big run right here. Panthers can get one across. However, they do have 2 outs, and it'll come to the top of the order. The center fielder, Bobby Peterson, has grounded out to third base, walked, and has hit a base hit. So Peterson steps in with 2 outs. Gavin Rips at first base. Bada sets up in the stretch. Rips is going. Throw down the second base is not going to be in time. It's going to be way off mark. Gavin Rips successfully steals second base for the Panthers. So now the Panthers have a runner in scoring position at second base. That pitch was called a ball. Nope, they called it a strike. They changed it on the scoreboard. So an 0-1 on Peterson. So the 0-1 pitch to Peterson. Rips at second base.
Get off. Nobody there.
Bada with the pitch. Swung on. It's going to be a ground ball through third base. Rips rounding third base. The throw's coming in home. It's on a line. The catcher misses the ball. Rips is safe at home. The Panthers tie it up.
Wow, I didn't think Rips was dead at the plate if the throw wouldn't have bounced, because he really, on the pitch, he did not extend his lead, and he got a terrible jump from second base with 2 outs. But luckily for the Panthers, the throw bounds over the catcher's head, and Rips slides in safely for the tying run. And not only that, Dwayne, Peterson heads up, gets down to second base.
Yes, he does. And a good job by the left fielder. A great throw by the left fielder. It was a one hop to the catcher all the way from left field. And it gets away from the catcher. I'm not sure if it took a bad hop.
It went right over his head.
Yeah, it went over his head.
It took a bad hop.
And he was unable to come down with the ball and allowed Gavin Rips to head slide across home plate. So the Eagles are going to do a pitching change. We'll have a timeout here. Did you want to take a break?
Yeah, we can take a break.
We'll take a break for the pitching change, and we'll come back and we'll finish up the game for you. Panther Baseball return after these messages.
Why buy a used car when you can buy a new car for less at North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer? Get low posted pricing on the 2021 Equinox, posted at $19,999. The 2021 Traverse, posted at $28,999. The 2021 Silverado, posted at $30,999. Or get $17,000 off the all-electric Volt. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball. Eagles have done a pitching change. They will send Gavin Valdez to the mound now to pitch for the Eagles to try to finish out this game. He inherits a runner on second base, which is Bobby Peterson, who got the single and then took second base on the throw to home. He's got 2 outs, and at the plate will be Thomas Pardo.
Well, we talked about your seniors getting an opportunity to swing the bat, and here you go. There's another senior here with a senior on second base.
Big hit by Peterson to tie the game at 1 apiece here in the 6th inning. First pitch to Pardo is going to be inside for ball 1, or outside for ball 1. Pardo leaves the game with 5 hits, allowing 5 hits, and has struck out 5. Bettis with the pitch to Pardo, another pitch that's outside for ball 2. So quickly, Pardo goes up with a hitter's count, 2 balls, no strikes, with 2 outs and a runner at second. Peterson with a modest lead. They're holding him on at second. Pitch on the way to Pardo is going to be a strike at the top of the strike zone. So 2 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs. Bettis gets his signal. The 2-1 pitch is on the way. It's going to be a fastball that's outside and will bring the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. So Pardo sitting with a 3-1 count. Pitch on the way. It's going to be strike 2 on the outside corner. So that'll bring the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Peterson at second base. Big pitch right here. Bettis gets his signal. Pitching from the stretch. Checks his runner. Pitch on the way. Swung on by Pardo and just got a piece of it to stay alive.
Tell you what, it's not a bad idea over there. Bobby Peterson jacking around at second base, trying to maybe swipe third base and getting that pitcher's attention. He swipes third base and that throw gets into left field. That may be the winning run. You got 2 strikes. You got a full count right here. Why not take that chance?
The payoff pitch to Pardo. Pitch on the way. Swung right up the middle for a base hit. They're going to try to – they're waving on Peterson. Peterson coming in. The throw coming in. He's safe by a mile. So the Panthers go up by 1, and Pardo steals second base.
Well, and that's just poor on the Brackenridge Eagles there, as the first baseman never the third baseman never got over to cutoff. Nobody was there to cut off except the pitcher. And once that ball passes everybody to cut off, well, Pardo saw that there was an opening, and he took second base. So big mistake there by the Eagles.
And a big job by Thomas Pardo at the plate with a full count with 2 outs. Digging deep to get the base hit up the middle to score Peterson from second to take the go-ahead lead. 2-1, Panthers now lead in the top of the 6th inning. Have put a crooked number up finally in this game. So now with 2 outs, Whit Joyce will step to the plate with a runner at second. Pardo standing on second base with a decent lead. First pitch to Joyce is going to be a curveball that stays inside for ball 1. So a little bit of life now on the Panther side of the field as they have taken the lead here in this 3-game series. Pitch on the way to Joyce. Another curveball breaks down in the dirt. Count will go 2-0. Joyce steps back in. Bettis checking the runner at second. Pitch on the way. Swung on, lined out to left field. Another base hit for the Panthers. They're going to try to score. Pardo, the throw's coming in. It's going to be late. Pardo head slides in the home base for the 2-run lead. Whit Joyce with a big base hit, scoring the runner from second base. So the Panthers take a 3-1 lead here. In the 6th, Joyce holds up at first, and they'll do a courtesy run for him. He'll step out, and number 9 will step into the game. That's J.J. Gonzalez will take over the running duties for Whit Joyce, so he'll go sit down as a catcher and get out of the sun. And though it looks like we're going to do a pitching change for Brackenridge again. So number 7 coming in. That is Marco Zuniga is now pitching. Marco Zuniga to the mound, and he'll take a bunch of warm-up throws. Probably won't need many as warm as it is now. But the Panthers, with 3 base hits, 4 out of the 5 batters, or let me see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 batters, 4 base hits so far, enabling them to take the lead here in the 6th inning. Now holding on to a 3-1 lead, and all the runs have come with 2 outs. So 3-1 here, hoping to get maybe an insurance run. Again, that is J.J. Gonzalez, who's courtesy running for Whit Joyce. That would be an extra insurance run. So things slipping a little bit here for the Eagles, who had been looking so good through the first part of this game and who had an outstanding first game earlier today. So the Panthers digging deep here, coming up with some timely runs here in the 6th inning to take a 2-run lead now over Brackenridge. So number 7 is Marco Zuniga. Oh, you know what? There's 2 number 7s. This is Rudolfo Nino. Nino is now on the mound. I believe he pitched a little bit last night. So he will be taking duties over on the mound. And the Panthers send Aaron Tundry to the plate. Aaron Tundry's going to come up to bat. He was intensely walked, hit by pitch, and has struck out. But he'll come up to bat with a lot of momentum now that the Panthers have scored 3 runs. So the pitcher-catcher going over their signals. Catcher making his way back to the plate. And we'll get started here with Tundry's at bat with 2 outs. So Aaron Tundry steps to the plate with 2 outs and a runner at first.
You did say this is a senior also, right, Tundry?
No, he's a junior.
Oh, he's a junior, okay.
Swung on the first pitch, popped up to center field. Shortstop drifting back. He's going to call it and take the play, and that'll be out number 3 with 1 pitch. So Nino gets out with a fly out to shortstop on 1 pitch, and that's going to do it for the top of the 6th inning. However, damage was done. Panthers scored 3 runs and take a 3-1 lead here in Game 3 of this 3-game series. We'll take a break, and Panther Baseball return after these messages.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball. We are going to the bottom of the sixth. Got a little bit of hop in our step now. Panthers have taken a 3-1 lead in this third game of a 2-out-of-3 series, all scored away at one game apiece, and we're in the final game here, and we're down the last few outs. We're going to the bottom of the sixth. Eagles with 6 outs left, and Panthers with a 3-1 lead now. Momentum has definitely shifted toward the Panthers. Eagles will lead off the shortstop, Jesse Valdez. First pitch is going to be down and out. Valdez steps up to the plate. He has struck out and flied out to center field, and he takes ball 1 on the first pitch. Pardo still on the mound. Next pitch by Pardo is right down the middle for strike 1. So Valdez steps back in with a 1-1 count. Pardo working quickly. Next pitch on the way for ball 2. So 2-1 count now on Valdez. Pardo from the windup. Pitch on the way. The ball's grounded foul for strike 2. Even the count up to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pardo taking his time now on the mound. You would assume that all the players are getting a little tired in this heat after a doubleheader. Pardo from the windup. Pitch on the way. It's going to be a curveball that stays high.
I would say that they're going to sleep good tonight, but
yeah,
they got prom.
Yeah, they do have prom tonight. Don't remind them. Not till after the game. Full count on Valdez. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. The pitch from Pardo on the way. Call strike 3. Good pitch by Thomas Pardo up in the strike zone. You got to be swinging the bat on that pitch, Jeff.
Yeah, that was no question about that. That was a strike.
So big first out here and a strikeout by Thomas Pardo, who has gone the distance so far in Game 3. And that'll bring up the plate, the number 14, the right fielder, Ricardo Cardenas. First pitch to Cardenas is going to be a curveball. He thought it was going to hit him. He leaned into that pitch, and it broke across the plate for strike 1. Next pitch on the way by Pardo, working quickly. Strike 2. Pardo in a groove with another curveball on the inside corner for strike 2. Again, Pardo in a groove, working quickly, already in the windup. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Oh, and did he swing? He swung. They checked the swing on that. Strike 3, 2 strikeouts in a row for Thomas Pardo. So real quick, Pardo taking advantage. Striking out the first 2. And that's the number 2 and the number 3 batter of the order. Up to bat now is a cleanup batter, the first baseman, number 18, Christian Rodriguez. Rodriguez, who has doubled he was flied out. Who has flied out and struck out, and he'll take the first pitch for a strike. Pardo again in a groove, throwing nothing but strikes here. Next pitch on the way, the 0-1 is a curveball that stays way high. Kind of got out of his hand there. And that could have been just because of sweat. I'm sure these guys are really pouring sweat right now. Reaches down, picks up some dirt to draw off his hands, and he'll come back with a 1-1 pitch. The 1-1's on the way, and it's a high fastball that swung on. It's in the infield. Gutierrez is calling it all, everyone off. He gets to it for out number 3. So a fly out to third base for out number 3, and the Panthers do short work of the Eagles. Take them down in order 1, 2, and 3, and we will go to the 7th inning We'll take a quick break and finish this series out with 1 inning to go. Panther Baseball will return.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Texas, 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. And you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball. As Garth steps up to the plate, and he's first pitch swinging, and that is a long strike, foul ball down the left field line for Tanner Garst, who is, let's see, he is 0 for 1 today with a sacrifice and a hit by pitch.
So Garst steps back in with an 0-1 count. Again, we are in the 7th inning of a 3-game series for bi-district play. Next pitch on the way is going to be a curveball that stayed. Well, actually, it hit him. So they're going to say it hit him, which it did on the shoulder, on the outside shoulder, and he'll take first base. Panthers got a runner aboard, hit by pitch, sponsored by Hazel Russell State Farm Insurance. So Garst goes to first, and that'll bring up to the plate. We will have a pinch hitter, and that's number 9. J.J. Gonzalez will enter the game as a pinch hitter. Gonzalez digs in. Check the runner at first. Swung on by Gonzalez. It's going to be a fly ball out to right field. Right fielder is moving his way left and gets underneath it for out number 1. So Gonzalez flies out to right field for out number 1. He was batting for Jake Herb. So with 1 out, Panthers will bring up to the plate number 6, right fielder Manny Ramirez. Again, we are in the 7th inning. Panthers are down to the last 2 outs. However, they have a 3-1 lead. Remember, this is for the bi-district championship. Series is tied at 1 apiece. First pitch to Ramirez is skied out to left field. It's going to be foul. Giving chase as the left fielder, but he cannot catch up to it. So it's going to be a long strike to Ramirez. So this was a 3-game series. It started last night. Panthers won the first game, 8-5. Lost the second game, which was this morning, started at 10. Lost that game 8-1. And now they've got a lead of 3-1 here in the third game. Ramirez with an 0-1 count with 1 out. Garst at first, who was hit by pitch. Next pitch is swung on and missed by Ramirez. Kind of a half swing by Ramirez. Wasn't sure if he wanted to swing or not. But it was called a strike, or actually it was a swinging strike. So it's an 0-2 count on Ramirez. Next pitch is going to be a swing and a miss, and it's going to be strike 3. So Manny Ramirez is going to strike out, and that'll be out number 2. So Nino with a strikeout here in the 7th, and that'll bring up to the plate the designated here, Garrett Neighbors. Neighbors last time with the bat had a crucial base hit that led to a run scored. He'll dig into the batter's box here with 2 outs. First pitch of Neighbors is swung on. It's skied up in the air, and it'll be foul. Neighbors swinging on the first pitch. Like to see the aggression there. So it'll be one strike on Neighbors with 2 outs. Garce is awaiting on first base there, hopefully to get moved over. We are in the 7th inning of a 3-game series. Next pitch on the way, swung on by Neighbors. It's going to be a little pop-up towards shortstop. Shortstop calls the ball, and that's going to be out number 3. So fly at the shortstop for out number 3, and Panthers will leave a runner on the base. And we'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Panthers winning 3-1 in the 3-game series. Panther Base will return after these messages.
Why buy a used car when you can buy a new car for less at North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer? Get low posted pricing on the 2021 Equinox, posted at $19,999. The 2021 Traverse, posted at $28,999. The 2021 Silverado, posted at $30,999. Or get $17,000 off the all-electric Bolt. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball. Let's set things up here. We are in a 3-game series for a bi-district championship. Medina Valley's won the first game. Brackenridge ran last night. Brackenridge won the second game this morning. And we are in the bottom of the 7th. It's the last 3 outs with the Brackenridge Eagles. Panthers holding on to a 3-1 lead. Thomas Bardot trots out to the mound for the 7th inning of work today. So he's done an excellent job on the mound. First pitch by Bardot is going to be strike 1. To the left fielder, Caleb Contreras. Contreras is grounded out the pitcher and flied out to right field. Bardot working from the windup. Next pitch on the way. It's going to be outside for ball 1. So 1-1 count to Contreras. It's been a long day for the Panthers doing a double header. Started at 10 o'clock this morning. It's now 2:30. Curveball by Bardot is check swung on by Contreras. It goes foul for strike 2. Bardot digging down deep to get the complete 7-inning, hopefully, victory here. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Flied out to center field. Peterson's calling everybody off. Camps underneath it. Easily makes the play for out number 1. So a fly out to center field for the first out. And that'll bring to the plate the second baseman, Hector Kiroga. Kiroga had an excellent game on the mound for the Eagles this morning, he got the win. The Panthers ended up losing 8-1. So he'll step up to the plate to try to help his Eagles here. First pitch by Bardot is going to be a curveball down in the strike zone for ball 1. Steps back in there. Bardot working quickly. Next pitch is swung on, deep fly ball to left field. That ball is going to carry, and that's going to get in the corner and 2-hop the wall. And that's going to be a stand-up double for Hector Kiroga. Kiroga trying to get the fans worked up here, and he did with that double in the left field corner there. So the Eagles with some hope here with 1 out and a runner at second. And it'll bring up to the the plate, number 17, Arturo Parra, who's flied out to right field and has also hit a double. He was a starting pitcher earlier in the game. Pardo will check the runner at second. He'll pitch to Parra. First pitch is going to be in the dirt. Joyce does a good job blocking and keeping in front of him. So Kiroga retreats back to second base. And timeout will be called. Coach Garza is going to come back out and try to settle down Pardo here after that pitch in the dirt. So they'll be meeting on the mound. The coach for Brackenridge will talk to his batter, Parra. They have a good opportunity here with a runner on first and the tying run at the plate.
You still stay within yourself if you're Pardo. Just continue to throw strikes like you've done most of the game and let your guys work behind you.
Yeah, that's exactly what Coach Garza, I'm sure, is telling him. He's had some really good quality timeouts and talking to this pitcher, and they've always come back strong afterwards. So let's see if it refocuses
that run
Pardo
at second,
here.
Yeah, the run at second base doesn't hurt you.
It doesn't.
It's the one that's at the plate that you don't want on.
So Parra digs back in. Pardo gets his sign from Joyce. Checks the runner at second. The pitch is on the way. Swung on a chopper over towards shortstop. Fielded by Tondre. Tondre throws over to first base. Nice pick by Jake Herb to get the out.
And that was a nice play. Nice and smooth and in rhythm by Tondre.
So ground out to shortstop. It was a difficult play. Tondre came running full speed. Threw it on the run.
Absolutely. That was an opposite foot throw.
Threw it on the run at one hop to first base. Jake Herb able to pick it this time to get the out, the crucial second out that did allow Kiroga to get the second base, however. Again, that run really doesn't matter. It's the guy at the plate that we need to worry about, and that's number 9, the designated hitter, Marcus Zuniga. Zuniga digs in, the right-handed batter. First pitch on the way from Pardo. Curveball stays high, though. Ball 1. So the Eagles down to their last out of the series of the season. Panthers with a 3-1 advantage. However, the Eagles have a runner at third with 2 outs. Next pitch on the way from Pardo. Outside for ball 2.
Oh, Pardo is really gutting it out here.
Yeah,
he's
he overthrew
on fumes.
that ball.
Yeah, he's on fumes right now.
Just
just trying to will the ball into the strike zone.
Pardo with a pitch on the way to Zuniga. Oh, and it hits him. That's the runner they didn't want on the base. So Zuniga takes first base with a hit by pitch. And that'll put runners at first and third. We've got some drama boiling now. So the Eagles with runners at first and third. And that'll bring to the plate the third baseman, number 10, Gavin Bettis. I think Bettis is now the pitcher. We're going to have a courtesy runner for the designated hitter, a pinch runner for the designated hitter. That's number 6, Aiden Garcia coming in to run. So Gavin Bettis, the number 9 batter, stepped to the plate. He has struck out, and he has gotten on an error. So with runners at first and second, we have 2 outs. Bettis at the plate, Pardo on the mound. First pitch on the way. Swung on. It's going to be a base hit. One run will score. They're going to try to score the second run. That ball is in the corner. Throw is coming in. Cutoff throw is going to be coming in, and it's not going to get in time, and that's going to tie the ball game. So Gavin Bettis with a double, 2 RBI double to tie the ball game up in the bottom of the 7th inning, and an opportunity to win the game here.
Unbelievable. What a game this one's turned out to be.
That ball was hit all the way in the corner there and allowed that runner to score from first. I'm not sure they had a hard time getting that ball in or what, because we can't see it from this angle in that corner. But that brings the Eagles back up to the top of the order and a ton of momentum now that it's tied.
They're going to put this guy on first base.
So Arzola will be intentionally walked. And that'll be that'll create a force out on the infield. So we'll have runners at first and second. And the second batter, the shortstop Jesse Valdez, will come in and bat. Valdez has had a tough time today. He has struck out, flied out to center field, and struck out.
Tough time at the plate, but a heck of a job on the field in that first game, especially today.
So here we go, tied at 3 with 2 outs, the bottom of the 7th. Pardo checking the runner at second. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. So the Eagles have tied it up here in the bottom of the 7th, threatening to take the lead and win the series here with a runner in scoring position.
Pretty fast runner, too, at second base.
Valdez. It's going to be ball 2.
And if this happens to go to extra innings, Dwayne, this is really something that these coaches haven't prepared for. You don't prepare for a 3-game series going extra innings in the third game.
So the 1-1 count with 2 outs. Pitch on the way. Fouled off. Strike 2. So Pardo is going to dig deep here now with 2 strikes and try to get one past the batter here. Valdez at the plate with 2 strikes and 2 outs. Runners at first and second. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Tied up at 3 apiece. Pardo from the stretch. Pitch on the way. Curveball.
Runners go. That's ball game.
That's a base hit to left to right field. The throw is coming in, and he's going to be safe, and that is the ball game. Eagles come back and win it with a base hit to right field. Valdez with a crucial base hit to right field to take the win and the series in the Bi-District Championship. So the Panthers go down 4-3 with 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. What a ball game. What a ball game.
What a last couple of innings. But I think what you got to go back and look at, Dwayne, is in the first 3 innings, the Panthers left 8 or 9 runners on base.
You got to take your hat off to the Eagle fans here. They are so excited.
Oh, absolutely.
There's an old man crying because it's been so long, I think, for this group. There's two people crying. I can see at least 2 people crying. They're so happy.
Yeah. And this
big win for the South.
Absolutely, and
the San Antonio Independent School District.
Their coach is Bobby Bench, who has been around for a long time. I've known Coach Bench for a long time, and he was at Southwest for several years before taking this job over here at Brackenridge. And he looked at it like a challenge. Hey, these guys, they've got athletes over here. We're going to go do something new with this baseball program, and he really has. And to advance, over a team like Medina Valley, a program as traditional and like Medina Valley is, what an amazing time for the Brackenridge Eagles and their fans and their students. Hats off, though, Dwayne, to the Medina Valley seniors.
And if you don't mind, Jeff, I'd like to recognize the seniors.
Again.
Number 2, Bobby Peterson. Number 3, Thomas Pardo. Number 21, Jake Herb. Number 8, Javi Gonzalez. Number 5, Garrett Neighbors. And number 19, Kristen Colon. And I believe those are the seniors. I apologize if I'm wrong, but I was told that those are the seniors this year. Up and down season. They started out tough going. They had a really bad losing record earlier in the season. They turned it around midway in the middle part of the season and strung off a whole bunch of wins in a row. Did an excellent job coming back and getting back into things. Actually was vying for first place for a little while in the district. Had a tough time the second round. Ended up having to go to a play-in game against Southwest in order to get to where they are today. So hats off for them for winning that game and doing what it took to get into the playoffs. So tough loss for a lot of those kids right now, but a lot of them are coming back. A lot of them will move on. It's just one of those things, right?
It's life. You're going to have disappointments in life. You're going to have ups and downs in life. And this is, and that's what high school sports and high school athletic events and high school competition is all about. It's part of the learning process of growing up and learning how to handle defeat and learning how to bounce back from defeat.
Well,
a lot of these kids, some of these kids are going to go on and play college athletics. And some of these guys are going to go on into everybody's going to go on into the business world. And, you're not always going to be successful, and you got to learn. And that's just the great thing about athletics in high school and athletics at any level is that you're never going to win every game. Very seldom you're going to win every game, and you're going to have to learn how to deal with defeat. And, I think our Medina Valley coaches and our Medina Valley teachers and everybody associated with the Medina Valley ISD, they do a great job of helping build young people.
Well, and the nice thing is this program is just going to reload, as we always do. There's a lot of young talent, and I mean a lot of good young talent coming up from the sophomore, freshman level, even the 8th grade level coming into the high school. Next year has got a lot of strong talent, so it's a lot to look forward to. Panthers are just going to reload. I guarantee we'll be back.
Yeah, so congratulations to Coach Bench and the Brackenridge Eagles, and, congratulations to the Medina Valley Panthers on a fine played season, and good luck to everybody associated and moving on. I think we're going to have all of our coaches are coming back, but, I know that we're going to have some seniors that we're losing, so wish everybody the best.
Well, and for Jeff and the rest of the broadcasters here, Maury Stein and Jared Lucky.
Yeah, this officially brings us to
Matt
a close
Castiglione, who all has helped us. Garrison Garza has helped us this year. And I know we've had a couple of cameramen earlier in the season that helped us out. So for all those guys, we really appreciate you guys tuning in, and we really appreciate the sponsors who have helped us throughout the season. So we're going to take an extended break through the summer.
Yeah, well, so we don't have anything going on until in July. We'll start selling ads for football season. Looking forward to a new district in football. We're going to have a new district. It's going to be an exciting time. Volleyball will be kicking up.
Volleyball will start in August.
They'll start in August. So look for us in July. We'll be coming around and looking to sell some ads to you guys, some ad space. We'll create commercials, do whatever we can. But we got some time off now. The rest of May, June, and July. You won't hear from Medina Valley Broadcast Network for a while.
Yeah, it'll be a while. We'll take our break, too. Well-deserved time off for the broadcasters and everyone that has been helping the organization.
Let me say again, too, Dwayne, thank you for volleyball season. You're the best volleyball broadcaster that there is around. And thank Jared and Maury and Aiden and Aiden and Eden and all the guys from the high school that help out. And thanks to Matt Castiglione for helping out during softball season while I was kind of preoccupied on the weekends going to San Marcos.
And Garrison helped us a few games, too.
Garrison Garza, thank you. And, thanks to everybody. Maury Stein, the continued voice of the Panthers. I mean, he's as old as the high school, I think.
The great Maury Stein.
The great Maury Stein.
And, just before we close out, I mean, you're not done yet. You've got a young man that you need to go watch right now, I guess, as a matter of fact. He's got still some season left, so everyone can turn their focus on to Tristan Stivers, who is probably one of the best closers in the country right now.
He's doing well.
So he's doing well. He just broke the all-time save record at Texas State University, so you can watch him now on ESPN+.
ESPN+, you can usually find the games. Most of their games will be on ESPN+. But, Dwayne, next weekend is his last home series.
Oh, wow.
And
we'll be attending.
Yeah, it'd be great to see a lot of Medina Valley Panther fans out there to root him on. I can't tell you when he's going to pitch.
Yeah, that's hard to tell.
Because he is the closer. But, be nice to see a bunch of you guys out there and bring your kids out. And we always tailgate out in right field, so come out and have a cold drink and before the game and after the game, and look forward to seeing a lot of people out there.
Well, with that, it's about 2:45. It's been a long day for us. We're going to say good afternoon and God bless. Panther Athletics will come back to you here shortly, hopefully about August, September. So we'll say adios, and we'll shut it down for a season.